Hi Aquarius, this is Just with your May 2020 general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Aquarius, I would be conservative with your finances right now. Um, there's some expenses coming up, whether you've paid them already or it's coming toward you, and you are a little, I feel you're a little fearful to part with money or to have to kind of come current with something. You may be feeling like you're losing control over judgments or obligations or responsibilities, things that you need to do, or again, judgments or decisions. You may feel like they're going against you or things aren't working in your favor. Some of you may be thinking about you've missed opportunities and you may know deep down inside where you've gone wrong and missing an opportunity or something didn't work out in your favor or something happened, like your focus was on one thing and then you've kind of lost out on another thing because you were probably overthinking something or you thought it would go the one way and it didn't work out that way. So some of you may be feeling like maybe somebody is blaming you for something that you did not do, but you're defenseless and you know what the truth is, but you almost can't communicate it. You can't get anyone to listen to you, or there's nothing, for some of you, there's nothing open, there's nobody available, and you kind of can't get your voice heard. There may have been some fallout. And again, all of this has to do with some of you trying to make your case. I keep getting making a case or trying to explain your side of it, not allowing someone to tell you something that you know is not true, but this may have been to the detriment of a project, of an account, of something that you were aiming to get out of it, out of the situation. Doesn't necessarily look like it's working for you. That make you feel stuck. Again, money may be a little bit on the upswing this week, but again, be conservative because it's almost like it's going to reconcile whatever monies you're having to pay out or you've just paid out. You are running around trying to get things done, or it could be a lot of communication or traffic coming your way when it comes to work and career. Even with your own business, if you have your own business and you work from home, you may get a lot of communication, a lot of traction, and things look very successful and it almost seem like it's on an upside when it comes to home-based business. But it may take you out of the home. Some of you, your business may be in the field, so you're out a lot. You may find that you're more busier than ever right now. There may be something again that you're not very confident about because you're not getting, either you can't communicate your side of the truth or you're not able to get someone to hear your side, is what I keep saying here. But don't worry, there must be something with the aspects that's coming up, and I guess we're going into Gemini, Sun and Gemini, so that could have something to do with it. A lot of energy may be in Gemini, and that works perfectly fine for you. So I do feel once Gemini season comes in, things will turn around in your favor, and it almost will seem like night and day. So kind of, you don't have too long before things will change for you. Even if you felt like you've been holding back, you've not been the most transparent in the situation, and you were stressed out if you were going to get found out or things would go against you because of it. Looks like things are still going to work out in your favor, but again, it's like a timing thing is when things will kind of change around and things will start working for you. And I do feel whatever financial investments or financial interests you have, be slow and steady with it. Don't rush out and just jump into something. Take it slow and steady. Also, with your business, understand that it's peaks and valleys. So right now, some of you, especially if you have your own business, you work from home, as I said, or you work out in the field, it may be a peak. But don't expect it to spike and peak all year long or all month long. This is just a moment in time. Obviously, it can peak back up again, but you're going to experience a valley really soon. So yeah, just expect that for there to be a sense of a valley coming to you where there's a peak and then it's like, okay, things start to slow down again. Someone could come into your life out of nowhere and there's a decision that needs to be made and you're not really sure how do you conclude this? There's something that needs to end, okay, in your life, and you're just not really sure how do you do that. Some of you, you may be heavily in your emotions at this time, but it all is for the better to get you. Like some of you, it's like it's like it has to get, it gets worse before it gets better. Yeah, it's that type of thing. Some of you are in your feelings about having to leave one side of your life or having to leave something behind and move into this new chapter of your life. And it's not the easiest thing for you to do. Some of you, it could be a job loss and it just comes out of nowhere after you weren't really sure what the status would be, and then it kind of cuts off. But it is for your higher good. So whatever this loss is, or whatever this ending of a cycle is for you, it is for your better good. You just don't see it right now because, you know, it's something that you still aren't really sure why this happened or what's going to happen next. So there's that. Let's look at the love aspect here. Aquarius singles. Some of you are in your, yeah, you're in your feelings a lot. You may have recently became single. You're still not over a divorce or a separation, you having to move on, somebody moved on from you. Or some of you are just really not sure about love in general. When will it ever be your turn? You know, you seem to attract people who are unavailable, who are unwilling to give equally. You may still be scared to love, even though you may get a lot of options. There's maybe a lot of options, a lot of people who want your time and attention. You don't really want them. So there's that. Either someone doesn't really want you the way that you want them, or vice versa. And this could have caused a lot of rift and conflict. Some of you could be dealing with someone who is very stubborn, but they're also very much a strong personality. When they have their mind set up on something, that's what they're going to focus on. They don't care. And they don't give into your feelings at the moment either. It's almost like when their mind is focused on something, it's like stand back and just let them have it, because you know, trying to get in their way is only going to create more problems for you, because they're not easily affected by other people's words and actions, because they have tunnel vision when their mind is set up towards something. And I feel for some of you, you're not really sure where you stand with this relationship, because the person knows how to kind of, um, I feel like cast you out is the word I want to use, but also this person is good at tuning a person out too, tuning you out. You guys may come from different backgrounds. It's maybe something extremely obvious about your culture, your race, your background that is. I feel like that helps with the divisiveness between the two of you, because you don't really understand completely. You may be an emotional person, or you may be someone that needs that sort of validation in this person. This could go vice versa, guys, but somebody is, that's not how they show their feelings and emotions. Maybe doing things and building something and, you know, making things tangible, making it so that they have money so they can take care of themselves or take care of you, not be a burden for you. They may have their own mindset of what love means to them versus what love means to you, excuse me. But nevertheless, you are thinking about them quite heavily. You want to either work something out, and everyone's kind of, a lot of people I should say is in that mindset with Venus retrograde. So some of you are definitely thinking about someone from your past, possibly that you've divorced, or maybe in a pending divorce, and possibly wondering about what could have been or what could still be. There has been some fallout, and it's been very difficult for you to get on the other side of trusting them or even wanting it. But there may be a part of you that kind of, either you want it from them or you want it again from someone new. But it's like, how do I ever get that? People are never on the same page as you. I feel for some of you, you have somebody coming to you. They're coming fast. They are coming in hot, and you are happy. You are going to be so happy when this person comes to see you, or want you to come see them, is what it looks like to me. This is more showing up for Aquarius singles. I mean, couples, but it could be for some of you singles. You, once you get on the other side of this Venus retrograde, right? Aquarius singles, it's, you're going to go through you're going to be in your emotions, okay? You're going to be in your feelings. It has, and listen, it has to happen. We know you guys are private. People think that you guys are like the Tin Man. You don't have emotions, right? You don't have a heart. That's not true, right? Is it? Wait a minute, is it the Tin Man that didn't have a heart, right? Yeah, because the lion didn't have courage. Do you hear me? Anyway, right. So you're not the Tin Man. You do have a heart. You do have emotions. You just deal with them internally and and in private, unless you have like a lot of cancer, that sort of thing. But you are going to be in your feelings. You're going to be thinking about someone heavy, heavy. If not vice versa, somebody's going to think about you. So if you find yourself thinking about somebody out of the blue, like, why am I thinking? Because they are thinking about you and thinking your ass up and manifesting you back into their life. So this Venus in retrograde period, which I think it doesn't really come full circle and go forward until the end of June, I believe, sometime in July. But you're going to find yourself in your feelings heavy. But this is necessary to conclude whatever this past love, this past pain, this past confusion is with a particular person. And I feel if you're getting to know someone and they've been quite difficult, they're a hard egg to crack, they're going to trigger things in you, or you may trigger things in them, but it's all to realize really, really sound and real clear. Do we move forward or do we end this and go our separate ways? But you will learn something by the end of this, okay? Now, couple Aquariuses, you love them. You feel like they love you. You know the love is there. They're trying to, they're trying to wait and see, if you can kind of get out of your own way. Somebody's in their own way. Somebody's in their own way. They may create fights, pick problems, drama, and it just makes the relationship more and more stagnant. I feel like there's a huge imbalance in this relationship, and it happens over and over again to where somebody just doesn't trust it. Now, this could be your problem or the vice versa. This could be one person's problem where this has been their history, but now it's different. Now they have a love that's true. Now they have a love that's real, but they don't trust it 100%. They don't really trust themselves, and they don't want to disappoint themselves, and they don't want to believe. It's hard for them to believe that this could be real, right? So it's hard to kind of just trust it and fall into it without reprieve, without those triggers coming up. Someone feels like this isn't going to be forever. One day the shoe is going to drop and, they're going to get hurt, is what it looks like to me. Some of you are at a standstill. Others of you, there's a huge distance between the two of you. Huge. And I'm about to tell you, somebody's going to close that damn gap. They're going to close it right now. If it hasn't already started, somebody's going to have to close that gap. They don't want this divide anymore. They don't want this distance. Somebody feels like the best thing for us to do, and the biggest problem that we're having here is the fact that we're so far apart. Yes, there's an understanding of love, but the fact that we're so far apart, it's like we need to make this happen. Now, somebody's going to want to do it. For all of you, it'll be different. Some of you won't be able to do it. Others of you are going to do it come hell or high water. Especially if it's like a drive away. If it's like a plane ride, a plane ride. If it's like a flight or something, that may be more challenging. But if it's a plane, a car ride, a train or a bus, then that is going to be far more probable for some of you Aquarius couples, excuse me. I can't get my words right. Couples. I meant couples. So some things are going to come about between you and your mate, Aquarius. That a major decision is coming between you and your relationship with your person. You may feel like, listen, everything is okay. Why? I mean, it's not broke. Why fix it? I feel like you have somebody that wants more. They want more from you. They can't get enough. They want more. They don't feel like you're doing your part. And somebody may need sex. Somebody may need some intimacy. Someone may need more time or attention. And I feel that, someone may be stomping their feet like a kid, like this isn't fair. And, I want such and such. And you're like, well, you're not going to get it that way acting like that. It's that type of thing. It's like, and it could be just a difference in love language that the two of you have. And it's like the way that you love is different from, like I was saying earlier. So, but there's a major decision of where do we go from here? And you have to make a choice. It's not like this can keep going on this way. A lot of people I'm seeing for these readings are like, it can't keep going on this way. Something is going to give. So in the extended, we're going to look deeper into this relationship. We're going to look at them. How do they feel? What do they want from you? What is their challenge? What secrets are they keeping? What are they not telling you? What's the biggest challenge? How do they see you? And what will their actions be? And then we're going to look at what's going to be the outcome of this relationship. Also, Aries through Pisces. How do they feel about you? We're going to pull those love messages. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box below. If you would like to comment, do so in the comment section below. If you want something personal, you can click the link to my website and set something up for yourself. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aquarius.